Commander ZYXTH clicked his mandibles in confusion as he stared at the tactical display. The hegemony's grand fleet stretched across 3 star systems, over 10,000 vessels of war, each bristling with quantum cannons and reality-shearing torpedoes. Against this overwhelming force, the humans had sent one ship. Tactical analysis complete, Commander, reported his second-in-command, her voice carrying the characteristic whistle of their species. Single human vessel, approximately 2 kilometers in length. No visible weapons arrays, minimal energy signatures. It appears to be civilian in nature. ZYXTH's 4 eyes narrowed. The humans had proven surprisingly resilient during their expansion into hegemony space, but this was insulting. Did they think so little of the hegemony's might that they would send a single, apparently unarmed vessel to face their greatest armada? Perhaps it's a surrender envoy, suggested Navigation Officer Krill, his tentacles writhing nervously. The humans must realize the futility of resistance. No, ZYXTH mused, studying the sleek vessel on the viewscreen. Something about its design bothered him, too clean, too purposeful. Humans don't surrender. Intelligence reports suggest they'd rather die fighting than submit. This is something else. The human ship maintained a steady course toward the fleet's center, making no aggressive moves, broadcasting no threats or demands. It simply approached. Commander, they're hailing us, Communications Officer Vel announced, her scales shifting to an anxious purple. On screen, the holographic display materialized, revealing a human female with graying hair and calm, intelligent eyes. She wore a simple blue uniform with no military insignia. I am Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth vessel Prometheus, she said, her tone conversational. We've come to discuss terms. ZYXTH leaned forward. Terms? You face the combined might of 7 star systems, human. Your single vessel is an insult to our power. Captain Chen smiled, a human expression that always unsettled other species. One ship is all we need, Commander. May I ask your name? I am Commander ZYXTH of the Hegemony Warfleet. And you will surrender immediately or be destroyed. I'm afraid that won't be possible, Chen replied. You see, the Prometheus isn't a warship, Commander. It's something much more dangerous. Before ZYXTH could respond, his sensor officer's alarm chittering filled the bridge. Commander! The human vessel, it's changing. On the tactical display, the sleek ship began to unfold like a metallic flower. Sections that had appeared solid revealed themselves as intricate, articulated segments. The vessel's hull split along invisible seams, extending outward in fractal patterns that hurt to observe directly. What is that thing? Vel whispered, her scales now a deep, fearful blue. Captain Chen's smile widened. It's a von Neumann probe, Commander. A self-replicating constructor. You see, humans learned long ago that the most powerful weapon isn't destruction, it's creation. The unfolding ship had grown to 3 times its original size, then 5 times, then 10. Streams of nanoscale assemblers poured from its expanding structure like metallic rain, consuming space dust, asteroids, even the ambient cosmic radiation to fuel their reproduction. Stop this immediately. ZYXTH commanded, but his weapons officer was already shaking his head. Commander, our targeting systems can't lock onto it. The structure is too dispersed, too complex. It's like trying to shoot at smoke. Within minutes, the Prometheus had become a cloud of constructors spanning hundreds of kilometers. And they were building something, millions of somethings. Sleek, shark-like vessels began emerging from the swarm, each one identical to the others, each one clearly designed for war. We call them Reapers, Chen explained, her image still broadcasting calmly despite the chaos erupting around her original ship. Each one is fully autonomous, equipped with quantum processing cores and adaptive combat protocols. They learn from every engagement, share knowledge instantaneously across the network. The first wave of Reapers accelerated toward the Hegemony fleet, 1,000 ships born in minutes, with more spawning every second. Their weapons weren't the crude energy beams or projectiles the Hegemony expected, but something far more sophisticated. Targeted nanodisassemblers that could unmake enemy vessels atom by atom. This is impossible, ZYXTH breathed, watching his mighty fleet's vanguard simply dissolve as the human weapons touched them. It's inevitable, Chen corrected. You see, Commander, other species build fleets over decades, train crews for years, plan invasions for centuries. Humans? We build a single ship that builds the fleet on site, crewed by AIs that think 1,000 times faster than biological minds, executing strategies updated in real time. The hegemony fleet began to scatter, but it was too late. The Prometheus had already seeded the entire star system with constructors. Every asteroid, every comet, every speck of debris was becoming raw material for more Reapers. Why are you telling me this? ZYXTH asked, his voice hollow as he watched his civilization's greatest military achievement crumble before this impossible human technology. Because, Chen said gently, humanity prefers cooperation to conquest. The Prometheus could build a fleet to devastate your worlds.